Warning: the content you are about to hear contains swearing, disgusting thoughts, half-witted opinions, and a plethora of stupidity. This show is rated M for nobody, because honestly, it's not suited for anyone. Welcome to Dang Bro.
And we're live.
Welcome back.
Welcome to Dang Bro. Dude.
Dang, bro.
Dang, bro.
Dang, boy. Dang, boy. You got a fat fucking pooper. You got my fat fucking pooper on you, don't you?
Look at that dumper, bro.
Look at that fucking
Fucking umper.
You got a fat ass.
fucking big booty.
Gosh, dude, he's
Did you
so
see
bad.
that booty? That was a good looking woman. Didn't you? Hey, man.
It's that
Who's
video
this?
of the old man. He's driving he's with his son. And son's driving, and this old motherfucker, I'm talking like 80s, he goes,
Woo! Did you see that booty?
and he's like, no, Dad, I was watching the road, and he goes,
Damn good looking woman.
it's fucking hilarious.
I love that. I love how
I love
old
that for
people
him.
get.
they just don't care anymore.
They don't. Like they always say those weird fucking the weird expressions like I'd fuck her shadow in a gravel driveway.
Oh my
The only
Like-
reason I kick her out of bed is to fuck her on the floor. Like,
Right, like stupid
Some
shit
just
like
awful,
what?
just dumbass shit like that.
Dude, so before we came over here, April was cutting the grass, and she
a
goes,
woman.
"Yeah,
I'm just
hey,
kidding.
it's 2021. Women can do whatever they want, and that's my story. And I'm sticking to it, dude. So whenever she wants to do something, I'm going, look, man, it's the
Dude, we do it so
those are the
much.
times.
It's like
Those
Go
are the
for it.
those
I
are the
totally
times
do,
we
yeah.
live in, and I'm like, dude, if you want to cut the grass, how dare anyone give me a judgmental eye for letting my wife cut the grass? Right? But here's what happened: is so
Or
she
being a stay-at-home parent.
Right, exactly, dude. I
Yeah.
did that for 8 months, and
Fucking
it was something. With a 3-year-old and a 3-month-old, it kind of sucked. But okay,
I
that's
feel your pain.
I'm moving differently. So I want to say that so she cut the grass, and then she was going to weed whack, right? And she comes out and she goes, "Hey, will you help me get the weed whacker started?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, for sure." And I come out and I'm like, "Oh, it just needs some gas." I tried to pull it a few times. And I'm like, "Oh, it just needs some gas." And as I'm filling it with gas, she's like, "Man, she goes, I tell you what," she goes, "I give it up for like single moms, you know what I mean? Like having to raise kids and like do all this type of stuff on their own. Like," she goes, "More power to you, but you know what? It's just so nice having a man around the house, to get to do stuff." And I was like, "Yeah, for sure, baby, right?" And so I'm yanking on the pull cord to get it started, and I can't get it started.
As she's saying this?
As she's saying it,
Oh, no.
I'm like priming it a few times, and I'm yanking on the cord, and I can't get it started. And I'm like, well, I can't do it. And I went inside, and so right as she's like, "It's nice having a man around the house," and I'm like, "Yup, for nothing." And I walk away.
Oh my gosh,
Oh, man,
dude. It's okay.
Okay, so
some men in their 30s have performance issues.
hey, we
It's
gotta
all right.
cycle back to the Okay, so you think Hellen Keller was a scam? She was a scam
Oh my
artist?
god, yeah.
He
Just
said this
to-
before
just to-
we
just to
recorded.
preface, just to preface, before we started recording, Craig was like, "Have you heard that theory that Hellen Keller was like a fucking scam?"
Like it was a fraud.
How could it be a fraud?
No, I'll
bro?
tell you why. Because there
Oh my
was,
God.
I recently, dude, anyone who else who saw what I'm talking about will agree with me. Because there was a, like a special needs, like teacher or facilitator or something like that, who like works all the time with people who are blind, deaf, some that are the same. She has not seen one case of like a person who is, quote, deaf, dumb, and blind, as they called Hellen Keller, like be able to communicate the way that Hellen Keller was said to communicate. She's
enough
like, look,
to write a book.
look, and enough to even write a book about it. Like she was saying, like, look, you're blind from birth. You can't see anything. You're deaf. You can't hear anything. Like I mean, no, I don't know if it was the actual case. Like I want to say it was, because history tells us that she was mentally, challenged. She wasn't all the way there.
Right.
So, deaf, dumb, and blind. You're telling me a deaf, mentally challenged, blind person writes a book about what it's like to be deaf, dumb, and
Well,
blind.
she probably had someone write it down for her.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
but-
It's like, what was it? Helen Keller's
But
mother?
was it her
or it was
words?
what
is
I'm
what
saying
you're saying.
is, what I'm saying is,
Yeah, it's the
having
No,
the
it's-
ability to comprehend and do all the things that she was said to do. It was fraudulent by her caretaker, who was the one who was telling people, "Oh, this is what she's saying. This is what
Right.
she's this that." and the
Oh, you're
other."
saying her story
I-
might have been fabricated
So-
by her interpreter,
Yeah.
like by
Right,
her
right.
teacher.
Yeah, the
That's what
person
you're
who-
like
reminded me of that.
like someone with Down
Well,
if someone with Down syndrome
I
or
don't know.
something.
Well, yeah.
If someone with Down syndrome or something were to like try to write a book and like we're giving Stephen King his ideas, of course it's gonna be like, what? You know, it's gonna
Right?
take everybody by surprise.
But it was the same idea.
Right, that's what I'm saying,
They
yeah.
were like, "Look, dude, like
That
there's
makes
no
sense.
way."
That does
They were
make
like, "There's
sense.
no way she was capable of doing everything that history says she was capable of. Like, there's no way." And you know what? I'm starting like I'm like, you know what? They might be right, dude. There might be some fraudulent. And look how long ago it was. How easy was it to just go, "Oh, she said what?" Right? I mean, she just said whatever I told you. She said, you know.
Those are back in
She's
the
saying
times when
what
you
the
can have a whole other
interpreter
different
wants her to
family,
say, kind of
and
thing.
nobody would
I
find out.
get you. I get you.
Oh, they'd find
That's
out
a
years
really
later.
thought-provoking thing. It
But
really
you can
is.
have another family 30.
It reminds me of that fucking
Minutes
Family
from your
Guy
house.
skit where Helen Keller's smoking a cigarette.
Oh yeah.
And then
Oh
her
my
caretaker
gosh.
comes and she goes, "Oh shit," and puts it out really quick. And she goes, "Helen," and she goes, "Ah," and then just fucking flips her off when as soon as she walks away. That's what really happened.
Oh my gosh, dude.
I base all my historical and factual evidence off of Family Guy episodes.
Family Guy
Yeah.
is
I mean, it's
Is that
100% accurate.
Yeah, like the Noid is real, and and he's still bothering Adam West in the afterlife. I know he
That'd be
took my
awful.
pizza. My name's not Adam Wee. The fucking
with
damn.
a rock.
East? I thought
I
you
missed
said
that, man.
west.
They throw that rock. He says, "Oh my God, he's bleeding. I'm a tomato."
Adam West was like the best fucking character on that show.
He really
yeah.
was.
Him and Bruce cracked me the fuck up.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Dude, it's so fucking fun. Have you seen the one where they're all fighting to find the treasure
That's exactly
on
what I
the
was gonna
map?
bring up. Yeah.
And the fucking during the baseball field,
They're all fighting.
and Joe's got a bat, and he goes,
Yeah.
"You just take that bat and shove it up my ass, mister." Like, what the- oh my gosh, dude. Jeffrey, I found that missing boy.
Oh my gosh, man! So I
Classic
recently redid the flooring. You guys
Yeah.
saw pictures in the video. I
Yeah.
redid the flooring, and then I actually hung the tongue and groove floorboards, dude. I hung a new light.
Oh
I
yeah.
don't know if I got a picture
No,
to
you
show
didn't.
you, but I
Is it cool?
new chandelier. Of course it's cool, dude. You think I get something that's stupid? Of course it's cool.
No, actually, it's a
But
giant
dude,
fucking
it's
disco
lame.
globe.
It
That's
took
lame
so
shit.
it took so long, dude. Like it literally took weeks to lay all that floor. But that's the light. That's the light I got in there. It looks pretty
Gotcha.
cool. It's
Yeah,
got
that's
the
nifty.
candelabra bulbs. It looks pretty cool.
That's pretty tight.
But dude, that was what a
What
and
a
then the whole
mess
time,
that was.
and the whole time April's over my shoulder, like, "Is there anything? Do you need help? Can I help you in any way?" And I'm just like, "Yeah, just get out of here. Just get out of here."
Dude,
Like, and
flooring,
she would
flooring
help
is the
me.
fucking worst.
Like she
It is
had,
the
there were
worst
parts where she
fucking
would help me,
trade.
but like a lot of the time I was like, "Look, I showed you
Right,
this
you
picture of this
jabbed yourself,
mangled mess,
fucking
dude.
cut.
Mangled mess.
This mangled
Fucking
mess in my
yourself up.
hand." Yeah.
Dude, flooring sucks so fucking bad. I hate it. I only did it for like not even a year, and it was the worst. It fucking sucked. I mean, I'm glad I learned how to do it.
Would you
but-
rather sell furniture?
Remember that? Remember when y'all sold furniture?
Yeah. Well, by sold, I mean I was young. I just got high and hung out.
Oh, no.
Hung up at the furniture store in East Washington Street and had to fend off a couple crackheads.
Dude, speaking of
but
like,
I didn't sell shit.
I
Speaking
sold
of like-
nice furniture.
Hey,
Yeah, I didn't sell nothing. Yeah, we were used.
I worked at
we were-
Ashley. I had to dress up every day.
dude, at
Wear
okay,
slacks.
I didn't even
speaking
get
of
through my
high on East
training. I
Washington
quit
Street,
before.
dude, there was a time when I was working with Helper Cody.
Oh
at
yeah.
K&D, and we were on the east side, and we're like, "Hey man, let's get some lunch." He goes, "Hey, there's a nice Mexican restaurant here in the mall." And we're like, "Okay." So we go in on the side that's close to Washington Street.
Yeah.
And he's like, "I think it's on the other side." And as we're walking past, we walk past this barber shop inside the mall, and it reeks of loud weed, dude. Like inside the mall, it
Yeah.
smelled like high grade
believe
marijuana, like real bad.
The first time somebody ever called weed loud, I just pictured a bud screaming as it was being torched. It hurts!
Dude,
Help
but-
me! Help me,
but
Tom
like
Cruise, I'm on fire.
For real though, when I worked at that shady furniture store, I saw some crazy stuff, dude. Right, the bus stop was right, like I could see out, sitting at the desk or whatever. I could see through the front door because we always kept the doors open. I could see the bus stop, so I could see the types of people that got off, and they were. I mean, these are just rough crowds, right?
Right.
And some of them would just come in and just pass out on our furniture. And
Can I test this bed out?
and getting recliners, you name it, dude. All sorts of different types of people, man. And one time, I like the first time it happened, John had told me about it, but I didn't know, And the first time it happened, I was like, for real? And he was like, dude, this happens a lot. And I was like, so what do we do? Because the owner was never there.
Right.
He might stop once a day for like 20 minutes.
He owns a business. Why would he come in?
Sometimes he'd be there all day. Sometimes he wouldn't show up at all. It was hard to tell. Oh my gosh. And he would never let us know. So
just to keep
I asked John. I was like, dude, so what do you do when this happens?
We leave him.
And he goes, yeah, I don't mess with them.
I don't mess with them at all. I just leave them alone. I ignore it until it goes away.
And dude,
I close my eyes and pretend it's not happening. No, that's when you start Bum Fight 2.0.
Oh god, dude, remember Bum Fights?
And then
That
you
shit
go on
was
Dr.
rough.
Phil with his haircut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's like, you exploit people for money. And the guy was like, isn't that what you do?
Yeah.
And he's like, get out.
He did the old
Get
turnaround.
He
Thing,
didn't respond.
Oh,
He just
how
said,
the
"Get out."
turntable.
It's because it's fucking true.
It's
Fuck
'cause,
Dr. Phil.
He knew he was hit. Like he's like, don't you do the same thing with just much higher production? And he was
Yeah.
just like, shut up.
Get off of my
Don't you call me
stage.
out.
I exploit drug addict teenagers for money, but no, you pay homeless
see
people
that?
to
Did
do
you guys-
funny shit.
You see that? How Cash Me Outside? How about that? But everybody's face was Dr. Phil.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. That's
Yeah.
Dude,
That's so
do you remember
ridiculous.
Maury?
Did you bring a
from the Maury
jar
show?
of peanuts?
I did bring yeah, honey roasted nuts.
Ooh.
They're good stuff.
Yeah,
Anyway.
honey roasted nuts. Okay,
Maury.
anyway. Remember Maury?
Back on track to
When
Maury.
they would have like the teenagers who were like there's a meme going around now of this like white kid with his hat all, looking gangster, and it's green. It says Grove Street for life on it. And
Oh
it's, and he's
really?
like,
Oh my
And he's
gosh.
like play San Andreas once, and he's like, Jimmy's 13 and he'll die for his gang.
Yeah.
Dude, remember Maury when they would have like
Yeah.
these wild kids?
Yeah,
on the
dude, they had like
show?
wild guests on there for a minute because I remember they brought on people with like the weird phobias, like that woman who was afraid of olives,
Olives?
and then we're like, bring out the olives, and she starts, and she freaks out, bro.
There's always
she
weird
goes into a
stuff.
That
fit.
reminds me of
And
that
it's just
kid.
that awkward guy holding the jar
Yeah,
like
they're
this.
just like
Real
this,
close
and do
to
this,
it,
they do
real
this
close to
like,
it.
yeah.
She's like kicking her fucking feet up on the couch like a cartoon woman when she sees a mouse.
Yeah.
Like, you know, the
Gosh, dude, that
cartoons
stuff
before
was
they showed like
wild,
full
dude.
figures,
Yeah.
all you saw was their feet and
There's
legs.
Tom and Jerry and just
Well, because all that happened
It
like
reminds
back
me-
in the early 2000s when they could do anything on TV, like
Yeah,
no holds bar.
Mhm. And so you say you're scared of cotton balls.
right. Like,
And then they
I'm
show the cotton balls.
Let's bring out the cotton balls.
Oh my
what if they
god!
mixed it with like Nickelodeon? They just dumped them on top.
Like Slime Time Live, cotton ball.
Nightmare.
They're getting like pelted with their worst fear. Dude. They must have.
Look how ridiculous this is.
They had to have signed something. They've been like, they're not going to sue for
What if we
their
do a
worst
show where we
phobia.
do it with
Their
like,
nightmare
with
come
stuff that
to
should
life.
scare you?
Right?
Dude, it reminds me of that kid. I won't say last names, but the kid that we went to school with, Garrett, and the 8th grade dance. He had a
Afraid
severe
of balloons.
phobia.
I remember
of
hearing
balloons.
That was on the
Good.
Maury show too. I
And-
remember.
And so for the 8th grade dance, they had the black and gold balloons fucking everywhere, dude. And he walked in,
Just stunned.
and he just
like, hey, what, had like
Switch,
a-
like he was just
like an
he
episode?
just
Okay.
fucking he immediately left. He left.
I mean, what would you do, dude?
And
Just
you know
keep
what's
hanging
fucked
out.
up? I
Just
saw
walk
him.
in,
So I saw him.
back out.
It had to have been no less than a year ago. I saw him at Mikasa, and we recognized each other, and he waved. And I so bad just wanted to be like, how is that fear going?
Oh my god.
Does that still
Well, I was so
impact
glad
you?
you didn't do that.
Well, obviously I didn't. Okay.
But to
like-
defend you, like you can't help but
That
to
is
wonder,
so
right?
inherently compelling to be like, are you still scared shitless of inflated pieces of rubber?
Dude,
Dude.
I don't know. And some people make love to him
How
and
does
marry
it-
him.
how does-
you know?
hold on.
Yeah.
Have you seen that where that guy's got a bunch of
Hold on.
inflatable
Yes.
animals and he makes love to them
Oh,
and they're all
God,
cool
no, I
friends?
haven't
Hold on,
I don't
but
like
how
that
does
at
he
all.
do? So I'm wondering if it was like a latex thing, or if it was like the shape, or what
Could have
it
been
was.
like a
because-
texture thing, man.
Or the fact that they
Does he wear
explode.
condoms then? It's so interesting.
Like,
I
if you have
got
a fear of balloons, you're not
Garrett, I won't say your last
Yeah.
name, but if you ever for some reason watch this and want to come talk to us about your terrifying balloon phobia, I promise we won't be like, bring out the balloons.
Right.
We're not Maury.
Yeah,
okay?
we will be like, that's a little weird, but we're not going to torture you with balloons, bro.
So why are you such a fucking weird person?
Hey, so speaking of like, you were just
I
saying,
get it, though.
and then bring up this. So I don't want to say this guy's name, not only because I don't remember it, but in case he's listening. But that guy, remember when you were talking about, that guy were like, did you come here all by yourself? And
Oh my God.
There's two reasons why he could be offended about coming here by himself. A, because he's either too slow to make it here by himself.
Right.
And then the other time
I was surprised he had a driver's license, to be honest.
Of that time that he
Yeah.
accidentally-
Well, that's probably real known.
That's how-
So
okay,
we probably
okay.
won't go there. That'll be really obvious.
That's a little too sensitive to talk
We'll
about.
be,
Come
yeah,
on,
we'll be
I mean,
a little-
but
that
it's
was
a play.
obvious.
But it's a play on Kevin because what's her face thinks that Kevin has special needs, right?
Right.
And she's like, oh my gosh,
Oh,
did you drive
Holly,
here?
I'm
Oh,
the
yeah.
office. Yeah.
Yeah.
All by yourself?
All by myself. Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. Dude.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay,
that
so-
guy.
Okay, I didn't mean to bring that up.
Yeah, no. I don't. Yeah,
Well,
Sorry about that.
and the reason it's a weird read is because I told you
Yeah.
that second part, and I haven't told him,
Okay.
so he doesn't know. So I don't know if
Okay.
let's just
say it
you know.
anyway. No one, dude.
No,
just say it
we'll
anyway.
save it.
no, are you talking
Save
about the dude that
Same
we're
guy we're
talking?
talking about. It's,
Yeah,
it's another
fucking
incident.
hit and killed someone when he was drunk driving.
I think he had passengers. He had crashed, but his passengers
I don't
died.
give a fuck. No remorse. He was drunk driving and he fucking killed someone. I don't
Yeah.
give a fuck.
Oh, I didn't know he was- I
I'll
didn't
make
know
fun
he
of
was-
him even more now.
Before I ever
I
found
see
out.
why. Did you drive here? And he can take offense, being like, "Why? Why do you think I shouldn't?"
like-
have
Right? Is it a
Especially
dig?
the-
Is it a dig on my intelligence, or is it a dig on
both?
Your
You're
actions?
not, you're
Your
not here with
actions,
people
your
because they
previous
won't drive with
actions.
you anymore because that's why you're here
But
all by yourself.
I've seen him sober and him. I'm like, I'm already amazed that he can drive. Then now he's getting drunk and driving, dude.
Oh, what
What?
was that one night when he was just like, "Yeah, I'm going to Shelby'sville.
I'm going to Shelby'sville, and I was like throwing darts, and I went,
That's 40 minutes south, buddy. Do you need to do that? Like,
Like,
how the
hey,
fuck?
hey.
Hold
How
on.
about you just go home?
He fucking killed someone. How does he still have a license? Unless he's just raw dogging it.
Did he do his time?
I don't know. I don't know the specifics of it. I just know.
He might have caught it.
know.
Well,
I know what happened.
it was
right?
probably
Hey,
manslaughter,
hey.
so he probably didn't. And
Manslaughter, right? So hey, speaking
seriously, he might have been like 17 and caught manslaughter, so
Right.
they probably took it easy
he's
on him. But
he's
also,
probably
fuck
late
that.
20s
That's
now,
oh,
serving
man.
his time or whatever. But hey,
I'm not saying I'm innocent.
throwing darts.
and
I saw
never.
this TikTok of like how to throw someone off their game, and the example was darts, dude. Like so throwing darts, and they were like, if you want to throw someone off, what you do is you mention that they're doing good at their thing, and then you mention something that has nothing to do with how they're being so good. So the example was this: they were like, you see someone who's throwing good at darts,
Right.
you go,
Nice shot.
hey man, you're killing it, dude. You're doing great. What do you do with your left hand? Like if they're shooting right-handed. So now they've got this. They've got
Now they
this
have
ego
this like
boost.
stigma or whatever.
They've
Like
got
they have this like thought in the back
it's
of
like
their head.
Just planting something
it's
like
double-ended.
irrelevant.
It's such a seed. You're like,
Yeah.
hey man, you're really good. What do you do with your left hand? So now their ego is boosted. Like, yeah, I am really good. And now they're thinking about,
But now they're
wait, what do
conscious.
I
Yeah,
do?
now they're
with my
subconscious
left
about something that just doesn't matter.
Hey, I got a good one for pool. When someone's shooting right, okay, you see them. They got the white cue ball.
Like, what do you do with your knees, bro?
This is old school.
Type of
You don't have to say nothing.
How do
when
you
somebody's
plant your
shooting,
right foot?
okay, let's say they're on the other side of the table and they're shooting towards a ball that's like closer to you. Whatever ball they're shooting at, chalk your tip of your stick and then set that chalk right by that ball. Not lining it up for him, but like right by it.
Yeah.
And you just hit it. I guess it like throws fucking people off. Every time I've done it, it works.
It works every
So
time.
how are you
bro.
curving your back when you go to shoot?
Right. Wait a second. How am I? They're like trying to figure it out.
What
Like,
kind
hey,
of doggy style position are you? The real doggy style where the dog's got its fucking back up arched like the St. Louis.
Reminded me of the
Or the fucking like,
skeleton
I'm
dog.
ready to Steve.
Dude, before we were coming over here, I was talking about my buddy who was like abusing like over-the-counter drugs because he was
Yeah.
like, we
okay.
took a bunch
All
of
right.
Mucinex.
I took a bunch of Mucinex.
So
So you stopped after abusing him and we're like,
No.
What?
Well, so
Abusing
he was talking
what?
about skeleton dog because this guy I know, he took a bunch of Unisom and then drank like Monsters and Nitrous or something.
my gosh.
And then was like hallucinating. He was sitting on the couch at his house and like a human skeleton that was in the position of a dog was like crawling around his house. He was freaking out about it, dude. I was like, oh my gosh,
It's
dude.
so
Like,
weird.
yeah, that was weird, bro.
Oh my
And I was
gosh.
like,
I thought
he
about
was telling
you
me
when he
that.
was telling me about that, and you just going.
He was telling me that story, and I was like, I'll never do that.
Yeah, I was like,
Ever,
God,
dude.
could you imagine?
You know what I think would be funny to fucking hear right
What?
now? You know what I want to hear? I want to hear about the first time Travis got his weenie licked on. You know exactly
Yeah,
who
remember that?
By a dog?
What? This is a no.
It was.
Not
It was
at all.
peanut
This
butter
is a,
and
this is a
dog.
weird turn of events.
Peanut butter and dogs.
They both had peanut butter allergies.
Oh wait, was this during
Oh,
the
yeah,
band
oh,
era?
yeah.
I remember this story. Yeah.
Oh,
But
yeah.
okay, fine. I'm not gonna say names, just for reasons.
You could pay me right now. I don't remember
just
the name.
kidding.
So.
But
Right.
okay,
If I was on,
look,
if it was the final question
listen.
on Jeopardy, I would lose, bro.
I know. I remember.
It was freshman year of high
She's
school, right?
gross.
And I was like seeing this girl like me for a minute. But this is when you guys were like held back, so I had like find a new group of kids to like hang out with
You
for
hung
the
out with
for
the
the
theater
year,
kids.
huh?
You hung out with the theater kids.
Yeah. But anyway,
Thanks for being dummies and him
Yeah.
having to find new friends.
But anyway, I started seeing this girl for
I'm just
a little while, and one time like she invited me over to her house after school or something, and she like I don't know she somehow enticed me. It didn't really take that much effort to give me a BJ, and I'm like, hell yeah, this is
Boris
awesome.
Johnson.
Yeah,
Boris Johnson.
yeah, Boris Johnson me. Anyway, I'm like, hell yeah, this is great. And like, I don't know, she takes her shirt off or whatever, and I look over, and her back is facing me.
Now you tell the story. Was stuff happening, or was she just taking her shirt off?
Well, no, I mean like, okay, like
Yeah, that's a
like we
detail
fooled
I
around a
don't
little
know.
bit, and then like she had taken her shirt off or whatever, and I'd lay down on my back and like her.
You on the
her
bed?
head's here. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and anyway, I look over, her back is towards me like this, and I look over, acne all over her back, bro. I don't know, it's like, oh, and immediately just.
Did you touch it? Did it feel like?
Like it was Hellen Keller on the floor.
I was
it
literally
braille?
about
Was
to
it like
say.
braille?
He just became her real quick.
Oh no! He did the voice! Oh
Holy
She was just like, hear no evil, see no evil, no dude. Think no evil. Oh my gosh.
No, you know what happened? I looked over. This is my face, just. Cause dude, it was a wall. You know how there's like it's like too long of a paragraph. Imagine like a long ass paragraph, right? But it's acne.
Like a
All
scripture
over.
in braille.
Well, you were at an angle.
Bro.
You were at an angle. Did it look like the fucking Star Wars intro?
Dude, it was
Just like a long.
Look, I'll say this. It was bumpy, red, and irritated, and I'm like, you know what? It was like Cleveland from Family Guy. I was like, I gotta go. I have terrible.
Irritated.
I'm just saying, dude, it was bad. It was
Skin was flared up.
It was
The fucking
not
like the fucking
good.
lizard from Jurassic Park with the fucking fan.
Needless to say, it wrapped up, and I just bounced.
Oh my god, dude.
Wait. You at our house or at your house?
No. This is her house.
Okay, I was gonna say, so you couldn't just be like, I gotta go. Like,
Oh,
no.
yeah.
If you were at
I'm at
home,
my
I could
house.
Definitely no. I just bounced and
real
like,
quickly, you're like, you gotta get out of here.
well, she like it was close to the library.
I'm
So
pretty
I just
sure you
walked
said-
My mom's home.
I'm pretty sure you
My
said-
mom's home.
I'm pretty sure you said, "Oh shit, my mom's on my way to get me" or something like that.
Yeah, I made up a lie. Just
Yeah.
get out of there.
I made something up.
Oh, I thought you actually.
Because-
I thought you said something about like, oh, Alec really needs me or something like that.
No, I'm just like,
He's getting done.
because he immediately called me.
well, no, I called you. I think on the way there, maybe, and told you about it.
You told me,
Or maybe it was
after
the next
fact.
day.
No, you told me after. You called me after you left her house
Yeah.
that day, and you were like,
But dude, it
"Hey,
was
man,
just.
do you want to hang out?" And I
Because
was
you know, but like
I
being
was like,
teenage
"You
boys,
all right?"
yeah, all about that. But then it happened, and I'm like, this experience was not that great. Not even one
That's
star.
probably the
no
majority.
rating.
Her back was like
Oh,
Ohio,
I'm a 5-star man.
dude.
But it was extremely awkward, and I'm like, well, That happened.
Dude, that's the majority of young teenage.
That's the
experiences,
memory
I'm
I'll
sure.
have now in my head forever.
Matt, how about what was that foreign exchange student's name?
Deshaun?
Oh,
No.
dude, I don't even remember. You
Lola?
know. Lola?
Lilu?
The Asian
It's Lola.
gal.
Was her name.
Lola? Was it
Yeah.
Lola?
Yeah.
That was, well, you want me to tell
You
that
don't have to
story?
share that. You don't got to share that one if you want to.
I think we should share the,
That's at your discretion.
I think we should share the one where I had met a lady at a bar. Well, I knew her. I didn't meet her.
Oh my god.
I knew her,
I think
and she
I know
was
what the
talking to
story
me
is.
a lot. And, you know, I was just kind of there trying to hang out with Alec and you guys, with the guys, right?
Oh, wait, I remember this, dude.
And she
because
goes-
some dude was with her.
No,
Right?
no, no, no.
Was this
no,
that
no,
time?
No.
Okay.
No.
Some
So-
dude stood her up. Some dude
No,
stood
no,
her
no.
up.
I'm not even talking about that. So,
Oh shit.
No,
No.
I think I know exactly where this
you know
is going.
exactly where this is going.
Is this
I
when
bet.
you left your phone?
Yes.
Oh my
So just let me tell. Let me tell.
All
Let
right,
him tell it. It's
We literally
great.
we cannot fucking name
No
names.
names anymore.
No. So I had forgotten my phone. Well, no, before that, we were at the bar and we're hanging out, and this chick just keeps talking to me, and I was like, kind of not like I just didn't, I was like not interested at all, right? I was just trying to hang out with my friends. She was on me, and then Alec was like, "Hey, dude, I think she's like wanting to hook up or whatever," and I was like, "Dude, not if she was the last girl on earth, right?" So we fucking
Was it the
pound,
back knee?
we pound shots and drink, and I am pretty hammered.
he's
and
gone.
toasted,
Drunk goggles
right?
are in full force at this point.
Do what?
Your drunk goggles were in full
Full
force.
force, right? So then I go home. He gives me a ride home, and I forget my phone
In my car.
in his car. So I'm like, how do I fucking get a hold of him, And my brother was my roommate at the time, and he wasn't there. So I got on my I fired my laptop up. It's so old. By the time I fired up, he was probably already home.
I was home.
Yeah. So see,
But
I fire
we
it
were-
up. I
we
get
had
online. I
seen-
get on Facebook. I message him. I'm like, hey, I
Yeah,
left
you
my
lived
phone
right
in your
around
car.
the corner.
I'm like, hey, yeah. I was like, hey, I left my phone in your car. Can you please bring it to me or whatever? And then as I'm talking to
you
him,
said you'll get it tomorrow. I'll get it
no,
tomorrow.
not yet. I was talking to you,
Oh,
and
yeah,
as
yeah.
I'm talking to you, right, I'm on Messenger, right. It was kind of cool because it's old school. Maybe that's half of the reason that she. Anyway, it was nostalgic or whatever. So anyway, I'm on there and I get bing. I look down, right, and it's her. I'm like, oh fuck, but I'm like drunk as fuck, and I'm already at my house, right. So I was like, howdy, like, hey, what's going on?
Types away.
She gives,
Anyway,
she gives you the you up, and you're like,
She tells me like she's
Hello
like
there.
on it instantly, right? Like she's like, I tell her what's going on. We talk like 2 messages go by. She's on my way. Okay. So then she's on her way, and then Alex like, hey, Alec just reads the messages, right? Like he just seen them.
figured out what's going on,
Right.
dude. I know exactly
He's
what's
messaging, and
going
he goes, hey man, yeah, I can bring it to you or whatever. And I was like, no, just I'll bring it by tomorrow. Well, he didn't see that, or
No.
I did close my laptop, one of the two. And the lady came over, and we were like in the middle of it, right? And I hear a knock at my door, and I was like,
Oh shit.
kind of like ignored it a little bit, and then I heard it again, like louder, and I was like, oh shit.
It ain't
And I
going
checked
away.
my phone, and I see my phone light up. Alec was calling, or no,
No.
my phone was there. No,
Yeah,
I can't remember. I can't remember.
I
Anyway,
dinged you on Messenger again, and then I just opened the front door.
maybe that's what it was. And I went up because I was fucking hammered. So I went to the door, and I opened the door, and I cracked the door a little bit, right?
Well, I walked
And-
in your front door, and then you heard me come in, so you immediately ran
Is
to
that
your
what? I
bedroom
can't remember.
door.
I was really fucking drunk.
You
But
ran to
anyway-
your bedroom door and opened it just enough for me
just
to see
enough
your
to
face.
see you. Right,
Yeah,
right, right.
I was
And
like,
you're like,
"What's up?"
hey man, what's going on? I was like, oh, nothing much. And I was,
I was like, here's your phone.
Like on the door, like right? Like,
yeah,
fine,
right. Like I'm like
keep
this.
it shut.
I'm like this, right? Like,
hanging on the fucking door, and I just saw like feet under.
well,
the
her
cover.
car was there.
Well, no, she was parked.
you were like-
she was parked in the road,
Oh, okay.
but I thought it was like Clara's car or something.
Okay.
Johnny's
Because I remember you going, who's
fiance,
here?
right? Yeah, whatever. Now fiance, whatever. But no, I just saw feet, right? And I was like, "Who's in there?" And you went, "Oh, fucking nobody."
And then I went to go shut the door. I went to go shut the door, and he put his foot there. And he goes,
I was like, "What's going on, buddy?"
Like a fucking
he put his fucking foot there.
I was like, "What's going on, buddy?" And then I just hear a shuffle, and she pops up and goes, "Hi, Alec." And I looked at him and I
like
said,
this. I had my arm up, and I went.
"I was like, any other girl in the world, huh?"
You said last girl on earth, huh? And I went, He goes,
So I
"See you later,
patted
buddy."
him on his fucking naked chest and I said, "Have a good night, buddy." And I fucking. And then there was another time that girl got stood up at the bar and
Yeah.
you fucking macked on her hard, right? And
I did a really
you
small.
and
You remember that?
he was fucking.
I remember it.
It was
Well,
really
he
small.
was fucking shit faced, and he was like, "Man, I gotta get this chick to my house." And I was like, "Okay, check this out. I'll help you out." And I fucking came up to her and I was like, "Hey, my buddy that you've been talking to for," I did the whole like, "You think he's cute, right?" And she's like, "Yeah, he's good
Trying to
looking."
wingman
Yeah.
real hard.
Well, I was just like, "Well, hey, he's having a fucking party at his house. We're gonna leave the bar and go
Yeah.
there." And she was just like, "Oh my gosh, okay, cool, because I need something." She's like, "My feelings are hurt. I got stood up again, blah blah blah."
She lived like hours away too.
Yeah, literally hours away. So we get there. I drive him home. I drive you and Cecil home.
Yeah.
And we walk in, and he gave her his address before he left. She wrote it down on a napkin. Like this, it was weird as fuck.
Yep.
But we
It's
get
like
in
a
there.
Georgia
Matt just starts
address or
playing Grand
something.
Theft Auto. Cody passed out in the recliner.
It's literally just me. This huge party we told her about. It's my little apartment, and it's me,
Cecil
Alec,
and Matt.
Cecil,
Yeah.
and
No, that's it.
and then her. Yeah, was that it?
Well, I fucking was hanging out, and then she knocked, and I answered the door, and I was like, "Hey, what's up? I'm leaving." And I fucking left,
remember
and
this.
Cecil passed the fuck out.
Yeah, Cecil, dude.
But it worked.
Yeah, he passed out. He was just sitting there chilling.
He rendezvoused. It worked.
You round it.
Fuck yeah, dude. He fucking hit that.
Well, yeah,
He hit
but
the
still,
home
it's what a weird event. You know, I still feel bad about how like we told her like, hey, you know, this is like a big party.
well,
but,
truth be told, you were so shit faced that I told like 5 different people that.
right,
Just trying
and
to get something. Nobody fucking
yeah.
came, but she did. So
That's
I was
funny,
like,
though.
this is the testament that she really just wants some attention.
But dude, she
tonight.
straight did come there, and it was like the smallest fucking place.
Yeah.
dude.
I mean,
I'm having a big party at my
I
tiny
feel
apartment.
bad, but it was
Yeah.
so funny.
Well, here's the thing. I wouldn't feel bad because she got stood up and she found something to do, right?
yeah,
She chose to stay. As far as I know, from the way you told me, that you two had a good time and she was like cool and chill and she fucking went about her way and was
Yep.
just like, "Hey, thanks for having me over," and all that. So it fucking worked out. Whatever.
Yeah, it did
I
work.
just thought it was hilarious
It
that
was
I didn't
funny.
try. I wasn't trying to like manipulate her and be like, "Hey, we got this huge party going on.
right. No, but
I'm gonna trap
I
you
mean,
in a room."
she's an adult. If she wanted to leave, she could have left. you know?
Yeah, if fucking, I'm not trying to trap her in this fucking room. I literally told like 10 different fucking people,
Right, but
like,
nobody
Yo,
was-
hey, let's fucking Matt shit faced, and he wants people to come over, and nobody showed up except for this poor
Speaking of
girl.
the story,
But
you
she
said
had a
how
good time,
small
so
your
whatever.
space was. I remember you talking to me like, yeah, like if I was in her, I would just push off my walls and like
Oh,
throw
dude,
stuff out
yeah,
the door.
dude, I don't think that there was like very minimal places
Gives
in
you a
that,
house
in that,
set
in
for
that, like
you.
little apartment that I could raise both arms up and not touch a wall. Like so
was
if I was in a hurry
Yeah.
and I need to grab something, I'm just throwing myself off these fucking walls,
Just
dude.
bouncing off the walls, literally. Dude,
Dude.
okay, so for some reason that
Marie
story,
was so pissed about that apartment. Your grandma.
Was she? Did she think it was?
Do you not remember
no.
when Vernon had to help you plane the door down so it would fit?
So it would
And she's
shut?
Like,
That fucking son of a bitch showed my grandbaby a fucking piece of shit apartment. My grandson.
give me this. She was like, Vernon, give me his phone number. He was like, I don't have it. And she's like, Matthew, give me his phone number now.
I remember that. Why would he have it? You know what I mean?
Yeah, why would he have it?
Just directly
Dude,
ask
Craig,
me.
please tell that.
Oh,
the
so,
fucking
yeah. So the
Oh my
the story of
God.
that
Oh, man.
voice of us going Matt is
Long story short, I got
long-
into a squabble with a guy.
while
long
ago.
We're
long
fighting.
story short, that's what happened. Is like Matt was supposed to meet up with this dude to come settle a score, and the guy comes with a knife.
beef.
This guy comes with a knife, and we're all like, it was one of those type of things where like he comes out, he's like, "What's up?" And he pulls a knife out, and we're like, "Dude, don't be an idiot, man. Put that away." So he puts it away, and they're like, "All right, man."
And then I reached in my pocket and pulled my
And-
brass knuckles into it away.
yeah,
Like
something. I don't
hear
remember
about
about
that
that. But what happened was it ended up that you and this guy were on the ground, like getting it. And I remember,
We're fighting.
I remember you looking at me going, "Come get this."
But then
dude."
this
I
old-
was like,
Yeah.
I was like, and I was about to come up, and all of a sudden, a truck pulls up with your grandparents,
Yep.
right?
Yeah, Marie and Vern.
Your grandparents, they pull up and they see you. I mean, what I can only imagine to an old lady in the dark, it looks like their grandson getting pummeled, right?
Yeah.
And she comes out and she goes, man, as you're like fighting with this guy.
Oh, Matthew.
But, you know, she gets hysterical if I don't like when I used to live with her, she used to have to wash my trash. So let alone seeing me squabble with somebody. Oh my god, dude, she lost her fucking mind.
Dude, I remember.
Gosh.
Yeah,
I remember,
they make you
the
wash the
stories
ketchup
of you
off
living
the
with
plate.
her.
Dude, yeah, when I had to, I love my grandma to death, and she's technically not my grandma, but
You should tell
she's
some.
my grandma. And she's got OCD out the wazoo, dude. Like, I would have to, like, when I first got there, she tried to, like, and I lived with her, she tried to implement that I would need to, like, start basically washing my trash, right? And by trash, I mean, like the little cardboard that your fucking fries come in, and the wrappers to your Taco Bell burritos, and stuff like
Wash them.
this.
How would you do that?
Yeah.
She fucking, dude, Dawn dish soap and, like, washes them like dishes. And she don't even have, like, a dishwasher. She's doing all this by hand.
I'd be fed
She's
up.
putting in the work.
I'd be like, dude,
get fed up.
no.
I did get fed up. I was like,
Not
I will buy my own
washing
trash can.
trash.
It'll have a lid. It'll have a seal. You won't smell anything. I'll throw it all in there if you want. I can, like,
Is
hang
that why
air
she washed
fresheners.
it? Because of the smell?
No. Okay, so she
It's the smell.
she keeps all her scraps and washes all of her trash.
Washes trash.
And keeps all her food scraps in a bag, or most of the time they use old orange juice containers, and then they freeze it, right? And then
Wait.
just stick with me. They freeze it. Stick with me.
Keeps the food trash, and then freezes it.
And then whenever it comes time to take the trash out, then they remove it from the freezer, put it in the trash receptacle, and take the bag out, because they set just the bag out and they freeze it so that way animals don't get into it.
Dude, here's the thing. That's not OCD stuff. That's Hellen Keller stuff, bro.
I said, fuck. I said, get something with a fucking lid, right? And so then anyway, it came down to that I had my own trash can, and then I had my own, like, dumpster, like, or my own, like, you know, receptacle to take to the curb.
Right.
And dude, it got to be so much. There was a couple times, and I love her to death, and she's done so much
that
for
got
me.
to be much, dude.
There's other things.
I'm
but
like,
dude,
look, you're on your own. I'm gonna start paying rent if you're gonna make me
dude,
wash trash.
Dude, the worst thing was paper towels, right?
To wring them out.
No, listen, it doesn't just stop at the trash. I love her to death, and it's not like she's you know, and we're not saying anything. But anyway, no, she would use these paper towels to clean messes up and stuff. But she also had this thing about not throwing anything wet away either.
What?
So all the trash wasn't getting washed and thrown in the trash.
Fuck.
It was getting washed and hung out to dry.
Did she live on a campground where there were bears?
No, they're in a very nice home.
I've been to that house.
It is a
before.
nice
It's
house.
nice. It's a
Very
nice
nice and
house.
cozy.
and it's funny because, well, it's a long. But anyway,
It's because they wash their trash and hang it up to dry mat. That's
It's
why.
really nice because we wash the trash around here.
dude,
Oh my gosh.
I'm
oh
only.
my good
I can only
God.
wonder what Vern thinks of it. Does he just not care? He just tunes it
Vern's
out.
used to it.
He's just on his way.
When she goes, here's another thing that
he's
cracks us all up when we go out to eat, like as a family, if she does come out. She does it at public restaurants and she's got no shame in it. She, before she sits down, she bends over and smells the chair.
What? Why?
What if
Because if
she's-
it smells bad, she won't sit there. And she'll sniff out another
This
chair.
smells bad.
What if she smells something bad and then just keeps smelling it?
Dude, it's like a dog sniffing before it shits. What the fuck?
Oh my gosh, dude. That's too much.
Oh, what I said is too much?
Yeah, that's way too much.
This bitch washes trash and hangs it out to dry, but my joke is Tim.
Hey, she's still my grandma. She's
Oh,
still my
sorry.
I still love her to
I
death.
didn't mean the B word. I meant this old fucking cotton top.
Man,
Sorry.
she is.
Goodness.
No, you're right, buddy. But she,
No, she's a sweet lady.
she is a sweet lady. Man,
I've been drinking
Sometimes.
my Polar Pop. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, his polar pop.
No, yeah, that didn't last very long. I got tired of that.
Moved out real quick, huh?
Yeah. Well, I'm kind of glad it worked that way because I don't know. I that was a lot of incentive for me to like get my shit together and like, you know.
I can't be washing trash the rest of my life.
I gotta get the fuck out of here.
Right? If you need incentive to get your shit together, live with someone who washes their fucking trash. That'll
drive you insane.
That'll motivate you to get the fuck out of there.
This place is a fucking loony bin. I'm out. Greg,
Yeah.
you weren't here when we discussed it. What would your superpower be?
Oh,
If you
yeah.
could pick any superpower.
Okay, so real
I don't
quick,
even know if we're gonna throw that episode up. It did kind of suck, didn't it?
Dude,
It was missing. We were missing you.
I know, dude.
You're just really good at segueing.
I
shit.
am the best.
All of us. If one of us is out, it's off.
Okay, so
Except me. You don't need me.
So Stan Lee was asked the same question, and I love the answer he gave. And maybe you know what I'm talking about. But a little girl asked him if he could
With
have any
great power
power, what would
comes-
he have? And he said,
Yeah.
if he had any power, what would he have? And he goes, I would have luck would be my superpower. He goes,
Like Domino.
Because think about it, anything that you would want to happen, you'd be lucky enough and it would happen, right?
Right.
Like, and that would, in a normal life situation, dude, if I wasn't the
You would be
luckiest
so
guy,
happy.
oh my gosh,
Fuck.
you,
So
you would
happy.
be a king
Fuck.
amongst men if you had nothing.
What a
but luck.
wholesome answer that is.
Dude,
Coming from Stan Lee.
I agree, dude. What a superpower to have luck, but
It would
a
be
real
awesome, but that's not
superpower-
my that's
No,
not
but
what
okay,
I want.
okay, but a legit,
Not what I want.
But if you had luck, then you'd be lucky enough to get the power that you really
a
want.
legit
Okay, now
superpower.
that's a little
fly,
far-fetched, but
No, it's luck.
fly. I mean, a superpower.
true.
You know who you are right now? You're Deadpool talking to Domino, and he's like, "Luck is not a
You know what powers
superpower."
I
And
chose,
she's like,
Greg?
"It is."
No, I'm not saying it
Spider-Man.
isn't.
Of
Like
course.
that it is, but I'm just
Spider-Man's
saying.
powers.
dude, time manipulation, man.
We're not manipulating time, but we are time traveling right now.
Yes,
Forward
we
at
Yeah.
normal
are. Our
speed.
brain
Yes.
is always behind. That's fucking crazy to me.
At
Yeah.
ludicrous speed.
Yeah. 88 gigawatts, whatever the fuck.
Precisely.
Who?
Precisely is his answer for everything. Precisely. Doc. Every time at work, whenever that fucking song comes on, I always go.
Oh, back in time.
The Power of Love.
Oh yeah, Power of
Power
Love.
of Love. I get on my walkie at work and I go, Doc, you mean to tell me it's 8:20? I'm late for school. And then my boss will get on there and go, precisely.
That's
Precisely,
awesome.
Marty.
Dude, I love the Adult Swim, like Rick and Morty, like commercial.
Yeah,
Yeah.
with
promos with
Christopher Lloyd
Christopher
as
Lloyd in it,
Rick.
dude.
So,
Oh
what,
my
what
God.
would your,
Hold
what
on.
would your
Is
superpower
that going to be
promo.
like an? Is it
Fly.
just
No,
a
it was just
commercial?
it was just for a promo for Rick.
Ah,
That was it.
damn.
Yeah.
There's no way they would actually.
So, what would your
do that.
superpower be?
So
And
like
I heard you
said,
say fly. Now realize you're not. It's one. So you're not like Superman. If you fucking hit a building on accident, you're like, okay, no, you're fucking done, right? Like if you're
If you
Okay.
hit a bird, it's gonna fuck
okay,
you
now
up.
here, okay.
Yeah,
if that's
see,
the
that's
case,
where you get.
if that's the case, I want Goku's superpower of instant transmission.
Ooh, yeah.
Fuck.
I
What is
want
that?
instant transmission. You just
and you're there.
and you're
Mhm.
there, dude.
It's like,
Well, teleport.
yeah,
That's mine.
the same thing.
teleport.
Same
Because have
thing.
you seen Jumper?
Yes, I have.
I've seen
dude.
clips of
That's
that. I haven't
Teleport.
actually
Since I've seen that movie,
watched it.
Dude,
teleport will always be my answer to that question.
Do you realize like I could like if I start work at 7, I could leave at 6:59,
Dude.
and be there from my house on time. Like, and just think
Yeah.
about it.
Dude, you could just do that and then get there and then go to the bathroom, go back home.
yeah, go home to,
Yeah.
to poop.
Yep.
Oh man,
And then you
the
can
ultimate.
get changed
Go home for
there
lunch
while you-
every
Go home
day.
for lunch every day.
fuck?
You could go anywhere for anything, anytime,
That would
anywhere,
be cool.
dude. Oh man,
Yep.
I feel like real
Well, and I
pizza.
watched-
I'm going to Italy in a half hour.
Like remember in Jumper, he took that
Yeah.
that girl that he found or his high school crush to all these different exotic
Yeah.
dates.
yeah.
You know, the Eiffel Tower. He's on like
he's
an Egyptian
what
stone.
What if it was like a
and-
wild move and he's like, all right, now I'm gonna have to drug you before we go, so she doesn't know how to get there, and she's got nothing but like GHB and all these drinks.
Oh
She's
my
taking.
gosh.
Why do you like to give me Cosmos before we go on these trips? Don't worry about it.
Oh my God.
That'd be off the wall. dude.
because it's the
Weird.
But
implication.
there's right. Well, of course he wouldn't do anything, but she's not gonna say no, right?
Oh my god!
Because of the implication.
I feel like this is kind of what Cosby thought
getting a
before he did
little
what he
Probably
did.
with the old Spanish fly
man.
routine.
Dude, I love when Norm was talking to Jerry Seinfeld about Cosby's career, and he
Oh,
goes,
man.
do you think He goes,
fucking heard the
he
little
goes,
scruff.
do you think his career is ruined? And he's like, yeah. And he goes,
Who is this? Who is this
It
again?
was Norm and Jerry Seinfeld on Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee, and he's talking about. He goes, I always hear people say, it's the hypocrisy that's the worst part of it. And he goes, oh really? I thought it was the rape.
Oh my god, dude!
He goes, I've never heard anyone go, oh man, he raped all those women, but it's the hypocrisy that gets me.
Oh
I
my
couldn't believe it. He's
gosh,
such a
dude!
hypocrite. It wasn't me that's saying it. It was a dead
Right.
man.
Am I alone in thinking that Jerry Seinfeld is just not fucking funny?
He's got his moments.
No,
he's got his
disagree.
moments, but
I think he is funny. But then again,
I understand why
he has
people.
the type. I agree.
Yeah.
He has
I
the
understand
type
why
of
people
humor
don't
where
like
you
him.
have to like Norm, dude. Like you just have to kind of get it.
Yeah.
well, I think where Jerry
I've
hit the
always
gold mine
thought-
is it's so
Dry.
it's so broad, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, think about they always say know your audience. Think about just being so broad. Like think about how big of a blanket that is.
Yeah.
Like how many people
Dude,
you
he's the stereotypical
with that type.
Dude, he's the comedian when people stereotype and they go, airline food. What's this about?
Right,
He had those
right,
type of
yeah,
jokes,
right.
Dude.
Yeah,
He made that type of stuff popular.
But dude, have you seen
that was like
B
his
movie?
shtick.
I have.
You have, dude.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's the joke that
You
I
like
caught.
jazz?
I caught the
Yeah.
other day when he's the bee. He's trying to get out.
Yeah,
The windows closed.
Yeah, and
he
he's trying to
he
fuck
goes,
a
maybe I can
female
try this
woman."
time. Maybe this time. And he keeps running to the window, dude. I was watching that and I was like, okay, that's fine.
My favorite
I
line
thought
for that
was a good
movie is
joke.
whenever the mosquito is getting a job as a
Yeah.
lawyer, and they're like, they say something. He was like, "I'm already a blood. What did he say? A blood sucking parasite. All I needed was a briefcase to become the lawyer or whatever." And I was like, "Oh my god,
right.
good god."
You know who I noticed the other day? Today actually, I was listening to some of his stuff. I never noticed how clean of a comedian he is. Jim Gaffigan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
A funny thing about
I've
Jim
never,
Gaffigan.
but he's just so damn funny that I don't even think about it.
The funny thing about him is everyone, he's a clean comic, but every comedian that knows him, that's like friends with him, behind the scenes, off stage, say he's the dirtiest joke teller ever.
Yeah, he was
I
on.
bet.
He was.
I could see
He
that.
was
Yeah,
talking to
but
Tom
his-
Segura,
yeah.
and he was like, "Fucking this, fucking that," and I was like, "What the fuck? Who is
Yeah.
this guy?" But it took me hearing him talk like that to be like, "Damn, he really is like
Yeah.
his
Dude,
jokes are."
Podcasts
He's
bring out
so funny.
the truest
is-
selves.
He is
I
fucking
swear.
hilarious.
He is
man.
so
I
fucking
saw
funny.
Howie Mandel on one. I
Dude,
was like,
here's a
this
little
is-
nugget.
Like, what? Who is this?
Here's a little
Jesus.
nugget about Jim Gaffigan is, do you guys remember Super Troopers?
Yes.
He makes a
yes.
cameo in Super Troopers where he gets pulled over and he goes, his name is Larry Johnson. He goes,
Yeah.
Mr.
remember this.
Larry Johnson, and he's looking at that. And then later, like years later, I saw an episode of Law and Order, SVU, and he's in that show as well in an episode, and his name is Larry Johnson.
Is it really?
Yeah. His name in
Yeah.
the episode is Larry
That's
Johnson.
funny.
And I remember hitting him up on like IG or something, and I was like, dude, or no, it was like Twitter or something. I remember going, hey, what is with the name Larry Johnson? Like I DM'd him and said, I just brought it up somehow. Hey, Super Troopers, you were Larry Johnson.
Right.
The same thing over here. And he never got back to me, the jerk. He's probably on tour or something.
yeah.
Well,
yeah, because his main concern.
You
is
set it up like he was going to reply and give you
yeah,
the
I also
performance shit.
But he never hit me back about the Larry Johnson.
Yeah,
I
just
need
write
to
him a
know.
Dear Jim,
Yeah.
I wrote, but you ain't calling.
Get real Stan about it.
God damn it! But a lot of those people, a lot of those guys, these celebrities, they have somebody else run it. You know what I
Could
mean?
be. Very well
You
could
know,
be.
they do.
No, that's not true, dude. I know every celebrity ever.
Yeah,
But
I'm
but,
sure
hey,
of
but no, hey, but check
Bro, I
this
was in
out.
fucking Romanticide. Okay.
Yeah, that loser band. But check this out.
Hey, shut up.
Hey, but check this out. Hey,
Shut
one,
the
one of
fuck
my
up.
favorite comedians. Shout out to Dusty Slay, one of my favorite comedians.
yeah,
he's
dude, that guy's
messaged me. He's
funny.
messaged
That
me
dude
back,
is fucking hilarious.
Dude is hilarious.
really
You
funny.
showed me
But-
Dusty Slay.
Dusty Slay.
Yeah, the dude with the super long
beard
fucking hair.
glasses, trucker hat.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
you showed
he's
very
one of-
dry
he's
humor.
one of my favorite comedians,
He's
and
hilarious.
I've messaged him, and he's messaged me back like several times. Like I've sent him something that said, "Hey,
He's
man, I
funny.
really appreciate your
Yeah.
comedy," and he messaged me
Yep.
back and was like, "Hey,
Dude,
man, I really appreciate that."
Something
and,
that
Could you
age
imagine
well was
getting
when
Dusty
Chris
Slay
D'Elia
on
replied
this
to me.
show?
dude, that'd be great.
Crystalia replied.
Chris D'Elia replied to me once on
hate
Twitter.
Chris D'Elia,
Fuck
dude.
you.
I hate him.
I do
His
too.
his comedy is terrible.
Especially
No,
after
it's
what
not.
Theo
Yeah,
Von
he
said, like
sucks, dude.
what Theo Von said about him, like
His
I
underage
don't,
stuff.
I've hung out with guys that act like he does when he's not, like, and I can't stand him.
Dude, everything about him.
Now
is
that one special was good, but like
I can't defend his characteristics or anything like that.
Dude, I'm not even talking
his
about what he
specials-
got gaslit for.
Dude,
and all
I'm
that
put
shit.
off his comedy just by his character, just by how he
Yeah.
is, the things that he
Oh, I
says.
think
I don't
it's
even
so
want to
fucking
watch
funny.
his comedy because he's like, I've seen some jokes and I'm like, it's not that funny. He relies on being like real like this, and I'm like, dude, it's stupid. It's stupid.
That's so many comedians though. Like,
No. It is one.
No, I will say now
he
he's got like that one or two. He's got two specials that I think are pretty good, and I'll say that they're pretty good. They're not the worst, but they're not the
came out with
best.
that
They're
fucking.
good.
He came out immediately with that joke, and it kills me every time. The fucking like, he came out. He recognized his appearance, and he's like, "I know, I look like a tired eagle." Like instead of going, he's like, "Caw."
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it's so
shit
fucking
like that.
funny to
Shit
me.
like that. He is
hilarious.
funny.
Or the fucking, "Hey Blanca, shut the fuck up."
Yes,
Dude,
he's
love
got
that shit.
They're good specials, but then like
Tom
it's
Segura,
like, the more
though.
I'm finding out about him.
That dude is, he's my favorite comedian.
Tom Segura's
Tom
good.
Segura is so.
I think
fucking
who's been in my top tier
because
Demetri
he's
Martin.
so
Dude,
He's making a
so
comeback,
funny, dude.
kind of. Well, not really
He
a
has a lot
comeback.
of
But
writing.
he's doing another
He
He
tour.
does a lot of writing.
Tom Segura is just so like chill through most of his. It's
Yep.
it's the way he speaks about things that just it's so fucking fun. Like the fucking like, are you a real fucking person
Right.
that's talking to me right now? Like that shit.
He has a
I will
casual,
say-
depressed
yeah.
aura that he puts off.
He's got
and it's
this
just
like,
part of
let's
his,
just
like, you know-
let's wrap this shit up kind of vibe to him.
Yeah,
but
right,
it's
yeah.
just fucking hilarious.
He's good.
I will say one of my favorite
Mike
comedians
Epps
though.
is another
Yeah.
one
Mike
of
Epps
my
is
favorites.
good.
Mike
dude,
Dude,
Mike
he's so
Epps is
fucking
great.
funny.
Dude,
he is so funny.
There's so much ad lib in his movies too, and
Yeah.
And
it's
obviously,
so
fucking
funny,
Dave
dude.
Chappelle is
Dude,
like
hey, you know
literally
Dave
Chappelle's
Chappelle's
top tier.
Oh,
Dave
He's
Chappelle's
literally the
favorite,
greatest
hands
comedian.
down,
Question. Hey, but you know
no questions
Epps,
asked.
Mike Epps is from Indianapolis.
He's from Gary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty
Dave
cool.
Chappelle is like the greatest comedian.
He's
of
the
all
best,
time.
man.
Like I know he's the most
Hands
known
down.
and most mentioned, but there's a
Hands down.
fucking reason.
There's-
He's
yeah,
mastered.
exactly.
Yeah.
You know,
He's
all of us
mastered
need to
his
go
craft.
to
It's-
some
oh,
some
God, he's so
comedy
funny.
bars more often because I've been a handful of times and only one time was it like a kind of a letdown.
Yeah.
I mean, they
You
were
need to-
okay, but
you need
they
to-
are funny.
You need to fucking get up and do shit, man.
Dude, just tell a story that you have
wouldn't
that's
even have to
hilarious.
write material. Your life wrote itself.
It really did. It really did.
You're fucking God. You just
Talk
had
about
to,
it.
Can I tell
All
a
you have
story?
to
Can I
do-
tell a story now?
All you have to do is tell a
talking
story
about
that you
your
normally
dad
tell
fucking
on
up the
stage.
bed sheets with his fucking jagged
Oh my
toes.
gosh.
Those motherfuckers look like Swiss Army knives on each toe. They had all
Look
these
like a-
gadgets that popped out.
His foot has a tattoo of the logo.
Yeah.
Toes are like a knife and a fork and a
They look
bottle
like those
opener.
shitty sporks that we got in the sacked lunches.
Like, dude, his toes are a knife. Go get a toe knife.
Like the shitty.
The Bradley
Do you remember
knife.
that bullshit, by the way? The sacked lunches on
Yeah,
half
yeah. That's what I was gonna say. Yeah.
Like, what the fuck was that?
And it was
Like,
always
here's your
on-
fucking bag of shit. Get out of here.
Our fucking we're cleaning. That's what that was. We're cleaning the ovens and shit. Here.
No, the fuck you're not. No, you're not, Debbie.
They're back there. They're back there doing this.
Yeah, bruh.
They're texting like this. Glasses on the tip of their nose.
Oh, and this is when flip phones were a thing and pagers.
Oh yeah.
Fuck,
Pages
man.
are so relevant.
Well, I don't know.
Useful.
I remember I had the chocolate touch, but
Bro, in the Matrix, when the
Nice
dude
wallet.
checks his pager, it's just like
the beginning was the
it
cusp.
cracks me the fuck up because it's supposed to be such a fucking like technologically advanced fucking like theme
Yeah.
to it. It's got the fat back monitor and a pager, and they expect us to believe that all this shit in the other universe happened. It's just like fuck you.
Dude,
I don't
The
like
Matrix
those
is a
movies.
great movie.
I do not
Can I tell
like
a story
those
about
movies.
one of the
I
times I
fucking-
shit my
I
pants?
thought they were
Yeah,
fucking
please.
So
stupid.
fun.
I
Please
thought they
tell
were
it.
dumb as fuck.
What?
Can I tell you one of the stories about one of the times I shit my pants?
Yeah, sure.
Remember you guys? I know I told Alec, but I don't know if I don't even you might know. Whenever I fucking I was 18. I was in high school, and I drank too much prune juice. Did you know about this?
Oh, what?
You know about this?
No.
Travis, do you know about this? You may not
Maybe.
know.
Maybe.
So this is back when I was a little fucking rebel in high school, and I got really high, and I'm at my grandparents. Remember the one that washes her trash? And
How could I forget?
You used to go
And-
out to your Honda to get high.
Oh yeah. I was respectful. I didn't bring that shit in the house, but anyway. So I drank I'm like high as fuck, right? And I'm going to and I'm broke, so I'm going on a date, right? And I didn't want to eat a bunch of food, so I ate a bunch of peach rolls before I went, so I could just get like an appetizer or something, you know?
You just ate an appetizer.
Right.
Pizza roll.
Right, but I'm trying to, eat a little bit. So I eat like good amount of pizza rolls. And then I'm drinking this, and I'm like, hi, I'm not paying attention. And I just saw it was great value, and there was some purple shit on it, and it was purple liquid. So I thought, right. Yes, right. Yes. So I seen some shit, and I was like, hey, fuck it, I'm just gonna drink that.
Fuck, you just opened up the deepest of my memory bank.
Same. So then I poured it in, and I'm thinking it's grape juice, but I take a couple sips. Like at first, I'm like,
not that great.
I was like, is it expired? And I looked at the expiration date because it was on the back, right? And I was like, it's not expired. I'm like, but right next to the expiration date, I saw great value. And I was like, oh, it's just generic, right? I drink one glass and then a second glass, and I think I only drank a third of the third glass, and I put it in the fridge or whatever. I go on the date. Thank God, me and this date got into an argument. It was somebody I was dating at the time. But anyway, thank God we got in an argument and we left the restaurant, right? We just paid our bill. We didn't even really. I think we took our stuff to go. Like they didn't even bring it out yet, so we just took it to go.
You guys got into it that quick? Huh?
Yeah. Wow. But thank God this happened.
Yeah, I think I remember this story.
18, I was senior. You remember who I was with? Anyway, so thank God this happens, right? And we both drove separate. So she drives home, and I drive, and I hit up my buddy Cassidy. I'm like, hey, I'm gonna pick you up. Let's go, and we'll go to a party or something. So I pick him up. And as soon as he gets in my car, right, because he was like really close to the restaurant or whatever, we get home, and as soon as he gets in my car, I go down the street, dude, my stomach starts gurgling, right? Oh no! And I go, ooh, right? Oh fuck! So I'm driving a little bit longer, and it fucking hits me real hard, and I'm like, yeah. Well, so I'm driving, right? And Cassidy,
so we can't do that, or we'll floor it.
And that's what happened. I was on and off the gas. I was going, ooh, and every time I went, ooh, it fucking revved. So
like when you're pulling up to a train station at the stop station in a roller coaster, and they go.
Yeah. So I'm going, ooh. So every time I go, ooh, they fucking rev. So
with your makes it worse. Muffler,
yeah. So I'm like, dude, I can't fucking stay in this. And I fucking pull into the next drive, right? Like I don't even know. Like I know what's coming, right? And I pull into this drive, and it like kind of goes back behind this building, and it's a parking lot. And I just park in the middle of the parking lot, right? And there's a bunch of lights around. And
Craig, did you shit yourself just now?
No, he almost did. Listen.
So I open the fucking door, and I get out, right? And Cassie's like, right here, huh? And I just pull my pants down, and it's just liquid, right? And it's God, it's hurting so bad, and I'm looking up, and I'm sweating, and I look up, and I'm holding my seat belt. I got it locked, and I'm holding my door, my door handle or whatever, and I look up, and I'm in a church parking lot. And I just see a big old cross.
Oh no, dude!
And I just went, oh, and it was a Saturday night. Dude, I felt so bad.
Gosh,
dude, I didn't know. I just pulled into the next drive, and I'm sweating.
Oh my gosh, dude!
There's fucking moths all over me. I'm just in a fucking pickle, dude.
In a pickle.
Moths. So then I wipe my ass, or I don't remember what I did.
Remember
I did
people who just
screw your ass on the pavement?
I think that's what I did, because I was right around the corner from his house. So I just pulled my pants up, and we went there, and then the embarrassment didn't stop there with just him knowing, right? Because I get there and I use his bathroom, and you can't flush the toilet.
Oh, that's a Dumb and Dumber situation.
Dude, no, I already got it out. I just need to wipe, and I have a mess down here. Where am I? And they had
mangled mess.
They had a trash can this big, and I filled it to the brim. It was brand new. I filled it to the brim of shit paper. The fucking toilet didn't work. So the embarrassment didn't even stop there.
Everyone knew about it in this house, man.
Yeah, Matt shit himself.
I couldn't escape my own shit.
Man,
it's forever gonna curse me.
God, dude.
It was rough.
I will say though, in addition to your story, as you're wrapping it up, Craig farted so fucking bad.
I knew
just
it.
Now.
It wasn't even.
It was you. You looked at me and winked. It's so stale. It's such a stale gas. Stale gas.
We just got a brand new camera. This has been a great fucking first episode to use it on.
Yes, it has.
Thank you for tuning in. We appreciate every single either one of you.
I will say we want to try to do in future episodes jokes to wrap up the episode.
Yeah,
Jokes,
wrap up
yes.
jokes.
We're gonna work on that.
All right.
So,
Hey, the last 20 minutes, 5 minutes each. Or
We
is that
got
2 months?
2% battery
Yeah,
on
that
the
might be
camera,
too
so we
3
got.
months.
We got.
Oh, well, 2% better
All right,
than
well,
camera.
according to that fart, dang, bro.
Yeah, dang, bro.
Dang bro comedy at
Thanks,
mail.com.
bro.
Questions.
No concerns.
No concerns.
Leave your concerns.
But seriously, send questions in. We'd love to answer them.
Yeah, let us know
Send
your
questions
thoughts on
in.
Hellen Keller.
Or give us
No.
some topics.
Yes, I want to hear.
Not
I
Helen
want to
Keller.
hear the.
Well, maybe. We'll
All right. See you guys.
Thanks for tuning in.
Thanks for tuning in.